So my name is IMAN Barlow. I'm also known as the Pretty Killer. I'm 26. I've been fighting since the age of 4 years old. My first fight in Thailand was when I was 8. I've had 112 professional fights and over 100 junior fights. And I'm multiple world champion at Muay Thai and kickboxing. No, it was always Thai boxing. I also did like athletics, so like running when I was younger, like at school, and I used to be a good runner. I train full time, but I also work full time, so a bit of both. I train in the morning before I go to work, and then I go to work and I train in the evening. So I kind of have no day. I think within Britain, it's accepted now for women to do any kind of sport. And I think if anything, it encourages women to get into combat sport and martial arts. It's so common now that you know, it's deemed as normal, and there's so many more opportunities for women. So I think it's a great thing. I'd say more commonly as a hobby. A lot of women come in the gym and say, I want to get fit, or I want to be able to defend myself. Not all women go on to compete, but there's a difference. Everyone wants different things, but whatever they want, you know, you can get it now. It is achievable. Some start early, some start late, and I think that's the beautiful thing about it, is that it kind of invites everyone together, and we can all train together and all have our separate outcomes or dreams achieved. You know, I'm in the same gym with people that are just coming to train once a week for fitness. I'm like, oh, I wish I could do that, just get away with coming once a week. Or I train with the young kids, or, you know, there's so many people coming in and out the gym. It's kind of, when you think about it, quite a beautiful thing. Some people train just for weight loss, and, you know, to see how far they've come over the years is crazy. I'd say like the level of commitment. You need to be able, because a lot of people ask me, how do I run in the morning before work? I don't know, but I know it has to be done, so I do it. So I think it's like the level of commitment, and you know, it gets tough, and it's whether you will be able to continue through that and work through it, and if you want it enough. You know, growing up doing Muay Thai, it's not till you're older that you realise it shaped who I am, like, without me knowing. I wouldn't say I'm confident, but I'm a lot more confident than I would have been if I didn't do Muay Thai. Like, it is crazy. I probably wouldn't have been as fit as I am now. You know, I have to train constantly to keep myself slim and fit and healthy. And I don't know if it's because I train so much that when I get to be lazy, I'm so lazy, or whether I'd be really, really, really lazy without training. That's a bit scary to think, but it shaped who I am, it shaped my thoughts. I kind of owe my life to the sport in a weird way. And it's like a bit of an addiction as well, like you just love it and can't help but, you know, do everything you can to be around it. I think growing up, I was obviously just introduced to it, and as a child, you kind of copy what's around you. So I'd be at training, my mum and dad would be teaching, and I'd be 2 years old just watching, and then I'd be copying. And then in the summer, we'd go to Thailand for 6-7 weeks in the school holidays. And again, I was saying to someone today, I don't know what to do for a normal holiday. What do people do? Because all I'm used to is going to Thailand. We do have a holiday there, but also training. Obviously, so commitment, willing to listen. You know, if you're not willing to listen to someone who might spot your mistakes, or someone that can give you something a little bit different and change and adapt, then you're not going to get far. So kind of listen to what other people are saying, to be humble, but also to be confident at the same time. I think that's very important. A lot of people that I've spoke to have said, why are you so relaxed? Why are you so confident? And that kind of intimidates people without me even doing anything. And I think you have to be mentally strong as well. It gets really, really tough, and you just kind of got to know when to take a step back and ignore things, you know, like social media or whatever it might be, and when to promote yourself and how to promote yourself positively. I mean, the more followers you have, you know, the more opportunities you get. Like, it's absolutely crazy, and the more messages you get after fights is just that heartwarming. It's almost like what you do it for, you know. People have noticed that you're a fighter and they've followed what you've done and they've seen what you've achieved and they're congratulating you on that, and it seems like all the hard work is worth it, obviously for yourself, but other people are recognising it as well, and it's a nice feeling. Yeah, I definitely think, you know, keeping people updated on what you're doing in your fight career is important, and these days as well, it's impossible to not have any of your fights on YouTube. When I was growing up, I was 13, 14 years old, fighting women that were 30 years old, and they had no clue who I was, but I knew who they were. They were all over the internet, and I am now, but I wasn't, you know, at the start of my career, and that's how I got all my experience. And now it's a lot harder, you know. If someone's going to fight me, they know what I'm going to do, even though I don't. I think everyone is different and everyone will want to portray themselves different. However, I would like to portray like I am a fighter. I will look rough or look hard when I need to, but also I like to look pretty sometimes. I like to put makeup on or put a dress on, and I'm actually the gentlest person like you'll meet. I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm a fighter. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's important to show that balance. Yeah. I know, like, when people say, oh, get someone who can do both, like, you literally like can, and it's nice. It's like refreshing. But I think it's important to remember that in the gym, I am the fighter, and outside the gym, I'm just a normal person. You know, but I think my dad's very hard on me, and we've had a routine since I was 14, 15 years old, and we've kind of never changed it, but I've always ran that many times in the morning. I've always trained, and the only way you can go from there is up it. You know, you can't go down. So I think he's very hard on me, but I'm the one that's fighting everywhere because it's my opportunity now, whereas that will come soon for my brother. Oh, we definitely get treated the same, yeah. No, you know, whoever's fighting next will be harder on them more, kind of thing. I think it's more like the perceivance of it, like men, heavyweight men, they think knockout, like something's gonna happen, you know, here. Whereas I think women are a lot more technical, you know, and they still knock out, but I think, yeah, that's why a lot of people prefer to see men, is they're looking for that knockout, they're looking for the brutal KO or something crazy, because men are crazy.
And we are.
Yeah, so are women, but in a different way. We like, you know, study things more, and, you know, we'll be all about technique and balance, whereas men just going, ugh. Not all men, and not all women, but that is my like opinion on it. I've never thought and think, I want to really hurt you, and maybe that's my problem. You know, I'm just kind of looking to score. Could be the money, could be being bored and want to try something new. Maybe they felt like they've reached their kind of level or peaked, and wants to try. Like, I know a few people that have gone into MMA for something just a bit different and need something a bit more fresh. Or could be, you know, they've seen other fighters transition so well, say, into MMA and think, you know, it can't be that hard, maybe I should have a go. Yeah, there are loads of different reasons. People get bored, don't they? They want to change. There's so much going on and so much out there that's like, so much out there to offer, and so much different things in everything, in every aspect of life. People get bored and want to do different things. Yeah, I think maybe the British style is maybe more quicker than the Thai style, because Thai style goes slow, rounds 1, 2, or what, who even does that anymore? You can't do that in Britain. I think the British style, they like to clench a lot, which can be sometimes boring, but if it's how you're going to win, it's how you win, you could clench. We're usually not too bad boxers, but very good. We know how to score. It's very important on how to score, and that's with the body kicks. I can't speak for everyone, but that's what I'd say. And I'd say my style is like in between. I don't know. I remember, you know, I've never fought in Thailand Thai style. I just go from it from round 1. You know, before I've done the Thai style and I got ripped off, and I just thought, I'm not having that again, so I'll go for it for round 1. And they're like, no, it's no good because of the gambling. I'm like, I don't really care, I'm here to win. I think there's a lot more women now in Britain fighting, a lot more opportunities to go abroad, and even to fight in Britain. There's a lot more people at certain weight categories as well. I think it's thriving at the minute. Oh God, I don't know. Probably the dieting or healthy eating, but then that leads to mood swings. I get very moody a lot, and I just snap for no reason as well sometimes. Yeah, so it's just learning to deal with that, and then the people around you kind of understanding it, because it's hard. It's hard work being nice. The best part is winning. And then just knowing that all of that work that you put in, you know, it was worth it, and going for a big fat burger. I'm not sure about what the future holds, but I know I don't really want to go into MMA. That's not me. I kind of do the sport because I love it, not for the money. And you know, I think MMA is great, but it's not something I'm into personally. But yeah, I just want to keep traveling the world and fighting and winning, obviously. I still have things to learn, goals to hit, even though maybe I don't have that set goal in my mind. But I couldn't imagine my life without it at the minute, still. Oh my God. I'm not sure, just that it's shaped who I am, and all the experiences that I've had, all the countries I've travelled to, and all the people I've met. Like my dad said earlier, you get friends for life out of the sport, and it's just absolutely crazy. But yeah. Obviously see it grow, you know, for it to be like in the Olympics or anything like that would be amazing. Amazing.